Well, hey, it's been a minute, but we're actually going to get out and do a ride in the Driftless today. So, heading south out of Eau Claire. We're going to work our way down some back roads down towards Alma, across the river over into Minnesota, had a little lunch at Reads Brewing Company, and down the Minnesota side to Winona, and then back through the hills on the Wisconsin side back to Eau Claire eventually this afternoon. See what the colors are like down this way. We certainly had an awesome ride yesterday north of town. Expecting things are a week or so behind down here, at least in terms of color, but should still be decent. Should get some pockets of color, and a little cooler today. A lot fewer bikes in tow. I think we have 6 bikes total here today, if I didn't count wrong, versus the 22 that we had out yesterday. So big group. Friends from the Indianhead H.O.G chapter. Getting out, getting some, what hopefully is not the last ride, but certainly could be as we're nearing the end of October now for the year. Enjoy everyone like it might be the last. Come on along for the ride. Running County Double Z. Definitely some pockets of color, up and to the left there, pretty beautiful. So definitely behind where we were up north yesterday. We were a couple hours north, probably as the crow flies, 100 miles north or something. As I said in the last video, when we get out to February and finally get around to publishing this video, just because it's in the queue, those pretty leaves, even if they're not peak, are going to look pretty nice in a sea of white looking out the window. Cruising Highway 88 north of Gilmanton, working our way south. A lot of corn standing yet. Should be drying out. I would guess within the next couple weeks we'll start seeing a lot of corn getting picked. Soybeans are mostly taken in at this point. A little further south on 88. Heading up over the hill here, nice windy section. I think most of us think this is one of our favorite sections of 88. This beautiful little twisties going up the hill. I'm sure I've said it before in a video, but this is one of my favorite little farm settings as you come down over the hill there. Just a neat little place. Neatly set in the valley. We're ripping by one of our favorite stops here, Buck Knuckles. I guess that'll be busy this afternoon. Maybe not totally, given the little bit cooler day. A little bit of gravel there. Coming down E, heading down in towards Alma. Take the turn and go up to Buena Vista, I imagine. Dropping into the Mississippi River Valley. Popular little spot today with the fall colors, at least with the cage drivers. What a cool spot. If you've never been to this overlook above Alma, you got to check it out. It's one of the first times I've been here in the fall. For all the times we've been here, I don't think we've been up here sort of peak colors, but we'll check it out today. So, yeah, here's the comedian right here. What did you just say, John?
Yeah, nothing.
Something about this is where they sacrifice the virgins?
Yes, yeah, right over here.
Right over here, this is the spot.
Yeah. But they're getting a star in Fargo.
The Alma number 4 lock and dam down there on Alma, and not much color, pretty green down in the valley. Nevertheless, this is always a cool stop. Always a nice stop at Buena Vista Park. Beautiful overlook. Time to work our way across the river and grab a little lunch. Some good food at the old Alma Hotel there. And if you step next door into the Red Ram Saloon, there is a large, extremely large number of big buck mounts in there from the region. All in all, almost kind of a neat little river town with a lot of history. Some of the backwaters of the Mississippi here between Nelson and Wabasha. We'll get on the other side. We'll go north just a little bit to Reads Landing and Reads Landing Brewing Company. All right, up and over the Mississippi we go. A little breezy up here today. Now arriving at Reads Landing Brewing Company. Looks like it. Got a nice lunch at Reads Landing Brewing Company. Yeah, we're working our way down the Minnesota side on 61 to Winona, and then we'll hit some of the back roads in Wisconsin, working our way back up to Eau Claire. Good wind out of the northwest today, leaving a little chop out there on Mississippi. Nice bluffs up here. We came through Mountain City and we're headed up the hill on 95. Gonna go to the lookout. Always some awesome views from up there. A little breezy up there today. Winding our way down Highway 95 on the ridge tops, closing in on the lookout. Phenomenal views out there. Quick bio break at the lookout there. We didn't hang out very long today. Kind of on a mission to get home and watch the Packer game. So north of there on County E, dropping down into a valley. Work our way back up to Eau Claire. This is a new one for me. Hogan Valley Road. A couple really nasty bumps on it. Scenic valley back in here. Tell you're in Wisconsin on a Packer game day and the game has started because there's almost nobody else on the roads. Alright, continuing to work our way north, dropping in on Cook Valley Road. This drops down and intersects 121 here in a few miles. Only 10 to 4 in the afternoon and shadows are getting long already. There's one of the money shots on Double B coming north. Looking north out over the valley. Beautiful. Coming up to one of my favorite big sweeping corners up here. Working our way up Double B, we found some new pavement, so this is going to be one to remember for the spring. From a couple miles south of 93, and the new pavement continues north here, so I'm guessing it might go all the way up to where we intersect B. Across on Hemlock Road, getting closer to the south side of Eau Claire. With that, I think I'm going to close out the video for today. Been a wonderful ride. We've got 183 miles on. We'll have another 10 on by the time we get home. But thanks to John for leading the ride today. Good group of friends from the club. Always good to get out. Hopefully not our last ride for the year, but certainly could be. Anyway, we enjoyed the ride and look forward to a bunch of these next year and some other trips that we'll get planned over the winter. And keeping the channel going. Thanks to everyone that's liked and subscribed over the past year. Look forward to any more feedback you have for how I can make the channel better.